Have you ever wondered if we as humans are truly that different from the rest of the animal kingdom? We build cities, we write books, we send rockets into the space. But beneath all that, we are still ruled by three primal instincts: competition, survival, and dominance. In the Bite Size today, we look at the idea that maybe, just maybe, we are not as special as we think. That in the grand scale of universe, we are just another species trying to survive. Watch the video till the end. If you are seeking clarity in the core concepts, fundamental principles, and basic beliefs of all religions, history and philosophy, you have come to the right place. Welcome to my channel, History, Religion and Philosophy Bite Size. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. So what makes humans so unique? Are there any abilities that animals have which we lack? Bats, dolphins and some birds use a phenomenon called echolocation. They emit high-frequency sounds and interpret the echoes to navigate in total darkness, something far beyond human perception. Octopuses have independent brain limbs. Each of an octopus's 8 arms can act semi-independently, processing information without needing the central brain. They can multitask in ways humans can't even imagine. Birds, turtles and bees can sense the Earth's magnetic field and use it for navigation. They can travel thousands of miles without getting lost. Bears, frogs and bats can hibernate with total shutdown of metabolism for months without eating, moving or drinking. Some frogs can even freeze solid and then thaw out and still live. Ants and dung beetles can carry 50 times their body weight. Pound for pound, they are among the strongest creatures on the earth. Some forms of jellyfish, called immortal jellyfish, can reverse its aging process and potentially live forever. They are not invincible but biologically immortal under the right condition. Eagles and mantis shrimp can see 4 to 5 times further than humans and can spot prey from over a mile away. Mantis shrimp have 16 color receptors, humans have only 3. So why are humans considered special? The belief in human exceptionalism, often referred to as anthropocentrism, the idea that humans are the central or most significant species on the planet, has roots in several domains. These are the evolutionary biology, cognitive psychology and social organization. Is this claim true? How did we become the most superior species? Let's have a look at a few examples, but before that, a brief message. The purpose of the bite-sized videos is to break down complex concepts into simple and easy to understand narrations. It requires a lot of effort and research. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share so we can spread the message as much as possible. According to Darwin's theory of common ancestry with descent through modification, humans share a common ancestor with chimpanzees and bonobos. Genetic studies reveal that we share approximately 98.8% of our DNA with chimpanzees. Our evolutionary lineage diverged from that of chimps and bonobos around 5 to 7 million years ago. Since then, fossil records have provided extensive evidence of early hominins going from Sahelanthropus chidensis through Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus and modern-day Homo sapiens. One of the major breakthroughs in our evolutionary journey was the controlled use of fire. Evidence suggests that Homo erectus began harnessing fire around 1 to 1.5 million years ago with archaeological sites. This innovation revolutionized our biology and social structures. Unlike our primate cousins who spend 8 to 10 hours a day chewing raw food, we began cooking our meals. cooking made food softer and easier to digest, reducing the energy needed for digestion and increasing the energy available to our brains. This led to a significant increase in brain size over time, which played a crucial role in the development of advanced cognitive abilities such as languages, self-awareness, and abstract thinking. I have a full video on the evolution of human brain. I'll leave a link for you at the end. Beyond biology, fire also transformed human societies. It became a focal point for social gathering, allowing people to stay warm, share food, and gave rise to the concept of communities and families. Another major evolutionary shift occurred when our ancestors became bipedal. They started walking on two lower limbs, a change often linked to Australopithecus, which lived around 4 million years ago. Bipedalism, likely driven by survival pressures such as the need to travel efficiently and spot predators, led to a narrower female pelvis. At the same time, brain size was increasing, creating a conflict known as the obstetric dilemma. To resolve this, human infants began being born earlier in their development, around 9 months, compared to other primates. As a result, human babies are born relatively helpless and require prolonged care. This extended dependency encouraged strong social bonds, cooperative parenting, and group living, which laid the groundwork for pair bonding, early communities, and the social structures that define humanity today. Bipedalism gave us another huge advantage. It turned us into precision-guided spear throwers. Between 2 million and 100,000 years ago, humans developed the remarkable ability to kill prey from a distance, a skill that set us apart from other primates. This was made possible by a series of key anatomical adaptations. Our torsos became longer and our waists narrowed, allowing independent rotation between the hips and the ribcage. This flexibility enabled the generation of powerful torque during throwing. The scapula shifted to a more posterior position on the back, increasing arm retraction and rotation range, essential for a full throwing windup. Our shoulder joints also evolved to face more laterally, with the glenoid fossa reoriented to allow a greater range of motion and force generation. Elastic tendon and ligaments in the shoulder began to act like spring, storing and releasing energy rapidly during the throw. The long humerus and forearm created a longer lever arm, enhancing whip-like motion and end speed. Perhaps most impressively, humans developed extraordinary neural control over ballistic movements, fast, uncontrollable motions that require precise timing, a rarity in the animal kingdom. These abilities give us access to high-energy food, coordination, communication, cooperation, laying the foundation of more complex social living and ultimately helping humans outcompete other species. I hope the last 3 examples have helped illustrate my point, drawing from evolutionary biology, social anthropology, and cognitive psychology. At the heart of Homo sapiens' success in outcompeting other species was our capacity to cooperation and interdependence. Early humans thrived by forming tight-knit communities, working together and building upon shared cumulative knowledge over a generation. Concepts such as morality began to emerge during the phase of communal living, shaped by the need for social cohesion and mutual trust. One of the most transformative breakthroughs was the development of language. Language enabled humans to communicate complex ideas, transmit culture, conceptualize abstract thoughts, and unlock entirely new realms of art, literature, science, and technology. This linguistic leap is believed to have been made possible, at least in part, by a genetic mutation affecting the FOXP2 gene, which plays a role in speech and language development. Although this gene is not the sole factor behind language, changes to it estimated to have occurred in the last few 100,000 years, likely contributed to the neural and vocal adaptation that set our species apart. With this change, the world of Homo sapiens was forever transformed. However, there is a flip side to our intellectual prowess. Homo sapiens, the so-called apex of evolution, had inflicted unimaginable cruelty on the very planet that sustains them. We have ravaged the Earth's ecosystems with a destructive force unmatched by any other species. Our oceans, once teeming with life, are now choking in plastic, overfished to near collapse and poisoned by industrial waste. Our skies, once clean and life-giving, are polluted with carbon emissions and toxic fumes, contributing to climate change and the mass extinction of species. Forests, home to countless animals and crucial to the planet's oxygen balance, are bulldozed daily to make room for livestock or monoculture crops to feed a system of endless consumption. The cruelty extends to the animals we share this planet with. Billions of animals are subjected to unspeakable torture in factory farms. Pigs confined in crates, chickens bred to grow so large they collapse under their own weight, cows separated from their calves to produce milk for humans. Animals are skinned alive for fur, used in painful laboratory experiments, hunted for sport, or caged for entertainment. Entire species are vanishing at an alarming rate due to habitat destruction, climate change, and human greed. Experts estimate that we are currently causing species extinction at 1,000 times the natural background rate. A mass extinction driven not by natural causes but by us. And the violence is not limited to other species. We turn it upon ourselves. In the 20th century alone, over 100 million people died in wars, from World Wars I and II to countless regional conflicts. Even in times of relative peace, we kill through systems we have built. Capitalism driven by greed and exploitation, fast food giants like McDonald's and KFC, symbols of mass consumption, profit from the suffering of animals and contribute to global health crises. Smoking and alcohol industries thrive while millions die from preventable disease each year. Humanity, in its pursuit of power, profit, and comfort, has become both executioner and victim. Do you still feel we are the superior species? I love to hear from you. Post your comments and questions below. Thank you for watching.